I think a very interesting thing you said is you are Brazilian.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think when people see you, they'll obviously assume you're Asian. Maybe they can't
Yes.
pinpoint where in Asia, but they will say you're
Yes.
Asian, right?
Yes.
How did your family end up in Brazil, and how
Uh,
does that lineage go?
so like it's like a kind of like a long story.
Hmm.
Back in 19 wait
19.
yeah,
Oh my God. We're
na-
taking it back.
yeah, like okay, way back. Like let's start from the start, from the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
My grandparents are from North Korea.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Look at you.
and
She's
I'm
like, I'm different.
my grandparents are from North
Yeah.
Korea,
Yeah.
and then my dad is South Korean. So
Wait,
like
huh? Wait, so your mom's side is North Korean?
no, my mom is South Korean, but my
No,
dad.
sorry, your dad's side
Yeah. My
is
dad's
North
North
Korean.
Korean, yeah.
Okay.
So my grandparents were born in North Korea,
Okay.
but they ran away, like
Okay.
kind of like during the war.
Hmm.
And then my dad, he was born in South Korea. So
Okay.
after the,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
It's clicking now, guys. It's
Yeah.
clicking. All right.
So now, and then when my dad was 18
Mhm.
years old, my dad and my grandparents, they decided to go to Brazil because like there was like some opportunity going on in Brazil. Like if you come to Brazil, we like you're gonna have jobs here.
Mm.
And back in the time, Korea was like poorer than
Right.
Brazil,
Right.
right? It was like 1960 something, like 1970.
My
Yeah,
mom
on the
wasn't even
70s.
born.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. That's back in
Yeah.
the day.
So you
Yeah.
kind of like just to understand the story. Like, so my dad went to Brazil with my grandparents, and they lived in São Paulo. São
Okay.
Paulo is like the biggest city in Brazil,
Right.
and they lived there for a while. But my grandparents, they decided to go back to Korea,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad, he really liked Brazil. So he decided to stay in Brazil. So he lived in Brazil like until he was kind of like 35, 36 years old.
Okay.
And he went back to Brazil to Korea to find a Korean wife because he didn't want like a Brazilian or Korean slash Brazilian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wanted like a real Korean. So he came back to Korea to like meet a wife,
Yeah.
met my mom, and convinced her to go to Brazil.
It's like, hey, do you want to
Do you, let's
move countries?
just let's go to the other side of the world.
Not the
you
same
know?
language, not the same
Yeah.
culture. Your mom's a real one. She actually left.
I think
She's a real one,
she's
yeah.
like so brave.
Oh, she loved your
my
dad.
God,
That's for
yeah.
sure. Yeah.
And then she just decided like she like left family, everything. She didn't know like a word in Portuguese.
Yeah.
And she just decided to go to Brazil. Yeah. And then a few years later, I was born
Yeah.
in São Paulo.
The Brazilian Korean lineage started.
Yeah.
Have you ever asked your mom like how that was for her? Like moving from Korea, was she excited? Was she a little sad? Because I imagine leaving your whole family behind
Yeah.
has to be saddening, but it's also exciting because now you have a husband and you're gonna have children with
Yeah.
this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's one crucial point that like I didn't mention, but it's because of the language. My mom, she's not fluent in Portuguese, and I'm not fluent in Korean. So
That's a conundrum. So you can't talk to your mom like in depth.
yes, I can't.
How? Huh?
I know.
So when you were growing up, did they not teach you Korean? Was it like on purpose not to teach you Korean?
No, so yeah, like they speak Korean with me at home.
Right.
Like, but it's the basic language, like did you eat, like how are you feeling, blah, blah, blah. Not like this kind of complex subjects, you know.
Right.
So my mom, like they tried to teach me Korean,
Right.
but as I grew up in a very small city in Brazil, not in São Paulo, then we moved to Santa Catarina, where it's the south of Brazil, and it's like a very small city, like countryside. I didn't want to learn Korean because I was kind of the only Korean person in the city. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
You know what? I can't fault you. 'Cause
Yeah.
Is it because you were trying to fit in?
Yes,
And you felt
yes.
understandable.
Yeah, like all Brazilian people were surrounding me, like at school and everything. So I kind of like felt ashamed to be Korean. Yeah, and also like when I heard people speaking Korean, it was so weird for me.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And I was avoiding to learn Korean.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, then I'm here, you know,
Now
like
you're like,
after
I should have learned.
yeah, they should have learned. I
Yeah.
should like my mom should have like obligated me, you know, like you have to learn Korean because like it's gonna be more difficult in
When you get
future.
older, yeah.
Yeah, but like didn't want to. Like I was a stubborn kid, you know. I was like, no, I don't want to learn. I was like not interested at all.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like pride, you know, of being
Korean
Korean.
pride, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so like I one of the reasons that why I came to Korea is to learn Korean so I can speak to my mom like fluently, like
That's
with no
really
language
sweet.
barrier
Yeah.
at all, you
Yeah.
know. So like this kind of questions that
You want to ask
yeah,
her now.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's like a little sad, but I guess it's good that as an adult you're actually trying now.
Yeah.
But I think it's very interesting that you said when you were younger you didn't really care to connect with your Korean side because I have Korean American friends, same like sentiment.
Same,
like they just like their parents didn't want to teach them Korean because they didn't want their children going to an American school and being bullied because
Yeah.
they didn't know how to speak perfect English,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Do you regret not learning as a child, or are you just kind of like, you had a good childhood, it's fine, it doesn't matter?
I don't regret because then I wouldn't be here today.
True.
You know,
Yeah.
like, and everything that happens, it's for a reason. Like, if I had learned Korean like before,
Yeah.
maybe I wouldn't have gone to Ireland because I lived there for 5 years as well. You know, like I
Oh.
wouldn't go there, for example. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be here
Yeah.
today. So I think everything like happens on like my time. You know, like in anyone's time.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Okay,
like, yeah.
let's go back a little bit. You said Ireland?
Yes, I
So
lived
how
in
did
Ireland.
you get to Ireland?
It was like in 2019.
Yeah.
I was just kind of tired of my life in Brazil. I was like working 9 to 5, you know, like in the office, and I just felt that was something like missing.
Yeah.
It was like I wanted to live a new experience, like a new culture, you know, like and improve my English.
Right.
Yeah, so like I
Oh.
decided.
Wait, let's go back a little bit. Because your English is so good, I wouldn't have assumed that you were learning English. Like in Brazil, did you only learn Portuguese?
No, I already had English.
Yeah.
In Brazil.
Yeah.
But I didn't have like the experience to speak English with foreigner people. You
Okay,
know.
okay.
So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I already had English when I went to Ireland, but I didn't. I was like so insecure to speak English. You know.
Yeah.
And also like I've never like lived abroad.
Yeah.
So it was like an experience that I really needed to have, you know. And I think it was like a very important step for me to come here now, you know. Now
Yeah.
that I have like I was like so shy, you know, like you have no idea. I couldn't like speak to you, for example, like to
Really?
anyone, like to
Yeah.
any strange person. I would be
Yeah.
like so nervous.
Yeah.
And I think Ireland made me feel like grow, you know, as a person.
Adult.
Yeah, yeah.
She's an adult, guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like-
really good, man.
Yeah.